And welcome to lesson 27.1, part 3. Today you are going to need the extra notes handout that you should have gotten from class, or you can print them off from Google Classroom, and then a pencil and a calculator. So on this sheet, we see that we can sometimes be given 3 points that are on our circle, and this will allow us to write the equation of that circle. So this first step that we have on here is to plot all of our points. So we're going to do that for example 1. We are given 3 points. One of them is at point A, 2, -4. One is at point B, which is at 6, -2. And last but not least, point C is at 6, -4. So write 6 down 4. The next step, it says, is to then connect all 3 points to make an L shape. So we're going to connect these with a horizontal segment and a vertical segment so we see this L shape. And from there, we want to figure out what the midpoint of each of those segments are. So if we look at this horizontal segment, directly in between the points of 2, -4 and 6, -4 is 4, -4. And on the vertical segment, in between 6, -4 and 6, -2 is the point 6, -3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a vertical line and a horizontal line through those 2 points. Because what happens is at that intersection, this is the center of our circle. So the center of our circle is going to be at 4, -3. Okay, kind of the midpoints of the midpoints where they meet. Now this process is actually going to turn into what we've been doing for the past couple of days. We're going to plug into our equation of a circle, h and k. And again, reminder, minus a negative becomes a plus sign. We know that equals our radius squared. Now, the next piece of this is figuring out what the heck the radius squared is. Well, we were given 3 points that are on the circle. So officially, all of these are going to satisfy that equation so that the left-hand side equals the right-hand side if you plug it in for x or y. So officially, you can use any of these 3, A, B, or C, to plug in. I'm going to just choose point A, the first one. So I'm going to plug in 2, -4. And if I simplify, 2 minus 4 is -2 squared. -4 plus 3 is -1 squared. So -2 squared is 4, -1 squared is 1. Our r squared value is 5. So now when I plug it back into the equation of the circle without x and y plugged in, I now can plug in that r squared value we just found, and we have our equation of the circle. Let's try another one. So again, we're going to start by plotting these 3 points that are given, this time x, y, and z. X is 2, 2, so write 2 up 2. Y is at 2, 8, so write 2 up 8. And z is at 8, 8, so write 8 up 8. Now again, we're going to connect these points so they make an L shape. And then we're looking for the midpoints of those 2 segments. So directly in between 2, 2 and 2, 8 would be at 2, 5, halfway between 2 and 8. And then halfway between 2, 8 and 8, 8 would be at 5, 8. Notice we got 3 units to the right, 3 units to the left. And then we said we want to draw these lines through here so that we see where those midpoints would meet, because this is the center of our circle. So this time our center point is right 5, up 5. So there's our h, k. And as we plug that in, x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus 5 quantity squared is going to give us that radius value squared. And again, you have some options. You can use x, y, or z because all of them are located on the circle. This time, I think I'm going to use point z just to show you this is going to work. I use 8 for x, and I had 8 for y, and x comma y. 8 minus 5 is 3. So we have 3 squared and 3 squared, so 9 plus 9, which is 18. So last but not least, we can plug that in again. That's our r squared. So x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus 5 quantity squared equal that radius value squared, so 18. And from there, you could identify the radius would be the square root of 18, but we want just the equation of the circle. We will work more with this in class tomorrow. Congrats on finishing 27.1.